going to talk today about your warm-up section with your weights. So this is the center part after you've already done your spinal warm-up. So it's the second section of your class. I'm going to do the warm-up today in a wide second position and keep it nice and simple. So you're going to take your feet out wider than your hips with your toes facing out to the side. And we're going to start with just our arms. So relax your shoulders, necks are long. You have 2 counts. Up with the arms and down with the arms. So we're starting with your biceps here. As your hands come up towards your shoulders, you're squeezing into the biceps and then all the way down to your thighs. Now we're adding hips. Up and up. 2 counts. Down, down, lift, lift. So as you add your hips, I want you to check their wide second positions. You're going to talk about their upper body. So as you come down, what you're going to see is a lot of people kind of tilting forward. Instead, you want them to try and keep a straight line from the back of their head, shoulders, hips, and heels. So it's like they're sliding down the wall. You go down for 2 and up for 2. Knees going straight out over their toes. And then we take that a little bit quicker. 1 count. Down and lift. 1 count. Down and lift. Down and lift. So now you're getting into the 1 counts, which is a little bit quicker than the 2s. You're cutting it in half. 1 count. You lower and lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. You have 4. You have 3. And then on the next one, stay down and hold. It's a great transition. Stay down and hold. You're not going to go anywhere. Little lifts up with the hands. Up. Up. So now you've got small movements into the biceps. And then you're going to add your hips, doing tiny pulses down, down. When you add the hips, you start to feel quads, hamstrings, and glutes. So it starts to become a more full body movement now. You've got the lower body working, your biceps working, necks long, shoulders down. You're checking ribs are in, spines are long. You have 4, in 3, in 2, hold it right there. Keep it simple. Elbows up, elbows down. So as your elbows come up, you're adding your shoulders down, and you're adding your pecs. You're going to exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up. They have a static hold in the lower half of their bodies. They're still working while they hold. And then you're going to add your hips back in. So they lower and they lift. When your arms come up, your hips go down. Lower, lift. For 4, for 3, finding that tempo. You have 2. Stay at the bottom. Hold. Arms go up, up. So now your arms are doing little lifts with the tempo, getting up, up, up. Perfect. So you got small little movements, shoulders, biceps, and pecs working while we hold the hips, while we hold the thighs, and we start to go with the hips as well. We pulse and lift, pulse and lift, pulse and lift, pulse and lift. Now shoulders are a lot smaller than biceps and they're not quite as strong, so you don't want to stay in shoulders for very long. We're going to change it back up. Here we go. In 4, in 3, in 2, elbows in. We're going to alternate while we pulse. Down, down. So we're back into our biceps now. You're alternating one arm at a time. That's going to force one oblique to start working a little harder than the other one to keep your torso in the center. You got 8 seconds. Let's change it to a hammerhead curl. So all you did is your palms face in now. You have a second set for your biceps. 8 seconds pulsing. 8. In 7, we'll hold it low. So you're preempting what's happening next. 3. In 2, hold in the center, stay. Hold. Now right arm goes out and in. Left arm out and in. Everything else stays nice and still. And then we're going to add a little bit of torso rotation. So you start to add your obliques into it. Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. So from this side, you're still seeing super upright bodies and just big rotation from the shoulders. Allow their head and neck to follow their hand that's moving, so the spine is working as one. A little bit quicker. Push out, 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 out. Following your eyes. They're watching the weights move. 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Using your breath. And then on the next one, hold in the center. Go. Up with the elbows down. Up and down. Now legs going back in. Exhale up, inhale down. Always exhaling as we push away from the floor. So exhaling away from gravity. It's the harder part of the movement. You got 4 more. For 4. You got 3. So we're back on our shoulders. You got 2. Last one, arms stay up, hips stay down. Arms go out and in. Arms go out and in. Big reach, push, reach, push. So you have that same nice long spine, connecting their breath. You need to exhale when your arms go out so that your torso can stay nice and strong. You got 4, you got 3, Almost there. You got 2. Next one, hold it out, don't move. You finish this section up here, we go cross, cross. Now we're gonna have our hips back in. So we've done our biceps, we've done our shoulders. We're gonna come to triceps next. 8 seconds. In order to do triceps, you're gonna incline your chest in 4, in 3, toes stay where they are, hands to the floor, squeeze and reach. So starting with our back now, you're in an incline wide second. You don't need to move your feet. You just bring your chest forward and we squeeze, reach, squeeze, reach. On the next one, hold it up at the top, stay. Now into triceps, out, in, out, in. 1 count out, 1 count in. You're gonna keep their elbows nice and high and they're only moving from the forearms. 4, in 3, we have a pattern, we put them together. Down to the floor, squeeze, out, in. Down to the floor, squeeze, out, in. Inhale down, exhale up and out, back in. Starting to connect the breath again, helping them move a little better. 2 more. You go out and in, last one. Hold it to the back, stay, palms to the sky, little lifts. Up, up, up. Long arms, long neck, exhale, lift, exhale, lift. So that whole time you've been in your wide second position, the difference when you incline forward is now you have more glutes, a little more hamstrings. It's a little bit tougher in the back posterior chain of your body. Your back is now working and so are your abs. So keep supporting that incline position. On the next one, guys, hands to the floor. Down to the floor, up to the sky. Down to the floor, up to the sky. So as you straighten your legs, you have your inner thighs squeezing together. That's adding the inner part of your legs, getting them nice and tight as well. You got 4, you got 3, you got 2. We stay at the bottom, hold. All right, finishing off this section of your warm-up. Elbows come in. We're gonna do tiny lifts from the bottom. And then if you've got a bit more, you start to add little reaches. Out, out, out. 10 seconds. 10, we're coming to the floor, finding our plank position in 4, in 3. Drop your weights, find your plank. Walk it out, find the plank. That's it for now.